How you doing? You already know who I am, so let's get straight to it. This is a little tutorial for beat makers. I know a lot of people do know, some people don't know, so I'm gonna answer a few questions in like one swoop. For example, this is a new song I just started working on. It's called DTM's Back. I just got off like not too long ago, and you know me, when I get off of work, I go straight into my other job, and that's in the booth in the studio, making them killer beats, with my baby right here and my young boy right here. But besides that, let's get straight to it. Now, this is an original beat that I started working on. Now, a lot of people they make beats, but a lot of people don't be mixing down their melodies and their harmonies and their sounds. And it's cool only on particular beats, but really to get the full extreme feeling of the beat, which will also complement a person's song, you want to mix down your melody. Hold on, let me stop shaking this a little bit. I'm sorry because I am tired, but it don't matter. Anyway, for starters, what you want to do, if you're using FL or if you're using a different program, is always optional. You go to in FL, you would click on the pattern list. Or if you're using a different program, you will go to that one particular sound that you want. And what you want to do is import it into your mixer that's inside your software. Now with FL, you will click on the sound, click on the mixer icon, and how you import it, you click on a open track. In Fruity Loops, it will be insert track 1 through 3 and whatever. Never, ever let your stuff get on the master track, because once you get it on the master track, it's hard to mix down anything, and really you will have to start over because you just messed everything up. And please, when you're doing recording, especially in Fruity Loops, never record on the master track. Whatever track you recorded on is fine. Stay on that same track. If you use the effect on that track, then you go to the next track. And anytime you want to do something with that same effect, switch back over to that first track, but always record on a clean track. Whatever you put a track with effects in, always record with a clean track, because if you don't, everything gonna have effects in after a while. It sucks. Okay, now after you click on the track, you right click and go link to channels. I'm not gonna do it because I already have done it. After you do that, you have different slots you can put effects in if you want to put effects or no effects. You click on it. I already put one in, so it's going to say replace, but I don't want to do that. Now, for a particular harmony, you want to go down to the Fruity Parametric EQ. I preferably use both of them, EQ 1 and 2, but most of the time I use 2. You could choose from different styles of effects, different plugins. You can go to more, and you can add even more. But for mixing down your harmony, you want to go to, for starters, I like to use the Fruity Parametric EQ2. So let's click on that because I already have that there. And as you see, I had lowered. Now let me explain this to you. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm kind of tired. It's going to go backwards. Number one in Fruity Loops will be your bass line. Number 2 will be your kicks. That's how you can level down the difference between your bass and your kicks. Number 3 would be the deepness. If it's like a tuba, a deep saxophone, the deepness of your instrument, you can lower it down, you can increase it. Number 4 will be something like a brass, a flute, a trumpet, whatever you use, and even an electric guitar that you using a high sound on. That's how you level that if you want it high or down. Number 5 will be also similar to number 4, but it tweaks it a little bit to take some of the extra severity out of the sound that you would use for number 4. Number 6 will be for your crash, for your hats, in particular snares, not all. And number 7, you could tell I'm tired. Number 7 will be for your hats. And that's how you turn it down. Or if you're a person who samples, how you will want to clean up your sample. What you'll want to do, you'll want to lower number 6 just a slight bit to about this percentage. Number 7, you'll have to lower it down because if you're using analog, you're going to get a lot of static. Even sometimes when you use digital, like you sample off of CDs, in particular MP3s, you're going to get a little bit of static. So you want to lower it down a little bit on here, but make sure you correct it on your track board. Number 5, you can lower just slightly, but never lower than number 6. Number 4, just a little bit. You could do it similar to number 5. Number 3, depending on, like I said, the deepness of the melody. Then if you're using a lower key, that's back to number 3. Number 2, you can leave that, and number 4, number 1, depending on how deepness the bass is. Then you could drop it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to give you a little taste of what I'm doing, just melody-wise, because I was actually trying to mix it down myself. This is original. Let's check this out. Like I said, I just started. See how it sounds? Now I'm going to start to work in a few instruments. See what I do, I always go to the tip of the name, and I'll start my way up. But when you double sounds together like these two snares are, you want to turn one down. You want them to blend in. You don't want them to just be loud. Start from right here and work your way up. Just set them, even if you don't start with them. Like I don't always start with my hats. What you want to do, you want to turn them down and work them up. You don't want to just put everything in. It's going to sound good, but you got to understand you have to mix your music down properly for it to sound good. And just a little chop snare right here. Kicks in. I like to double my kicks, but I blend them in so it sounds like it's one, just to give it a different feel. But you don't want the kicks to be too high to drown out the melody. That's the one thing. And you don't want your melody too high and screechy. Now let's work these hats in. Throw the signature in there. You know it's only right. And I'm about to show you how I also my signature in there. See what I'm saying? As you see, I got a lot of work in there. Same process like I was saying with the mixer. Bang. Now this is how it's gonna sound with my signature in there. Still not finished. I'm gonna keep on working on it. I just want to cut it short, but check it out. Hold up, one more time. I gotta put a little level on that, just a little bit. Check it out. Let this drop for a little bit. But it's like so much stuff you can do, and that's what people don't know. Like you can even add sounds and so much stuff you can do. What's up? You can actually take plugins from other programs and add them to Fruity Loops. Like a lot of people use a lot of programs, but truthfully, hands down, Fruity Loops is like the most productive program you can ever use because there's so much you can do. Like you can take Fruity Loops and just, besides just drum kits, you can just go into other programs instead of using them other programs. You can take all the sound patches, all the sound files, all the VST plugins, and put them into Fruity Loops, and like it's like out of this world, like real talk. And I'm tired right now, so I'm gonna let you go. Holla at me. You got any questions, just hit me up. I'll definitely answer them. Get out your boy.